Hello and welcome to this video, which is a new rapid game on DChess, playing knightKenan. And we get a double fianchetto. See what black wants to do. Man, black has lots of flexibility with the center pawns. With d6, with c5. And I'm trying to prevent e5. Yeah, black now has a couple of options. Knight bd7 is one of them. e5, c5. c5 is maybe the move that is valued best by theory, but I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really studied this for quite a while. I played more of 2c4 lately. Didn't go into that double fianchetto all that much. So c6. Yeah, a couple of things I can do here. c4, knight d2, a4, a couple of things. What I don't like is a4 d5. It's not very likely to happen, but okay, I put the knight onto d2 first. That's a very flexible move. One thing that's fairly typical, about this opening is that there is no pawn on c4. That makes it a big difference. That makes a difference. What difference does it make? Yeah, it is that is an expression. Yeah, it's helpful to know some songs. What difference does it make? The difference is that I have knight c4. And now knight c4 is not yet good, but it's close. So covering e4 first and then knight c4. The d6 is a weakness, so I wonder if b5, what about b5? Why does that work? Isn't e5 hanging? Bishop takes e5. So currently, if I retreat the bishop, it's probably the easiest thing. I don't think he can take e4 all that easily. I mean, that would lead to an extremely awkward pin. It isn't even tactically working. So it makes sense to, I think, retreat and work with the e5 idea. Push the pawn to e5. Yeah, that's extremely difficult for black. He's a pawn down and there is no hint of compensation. Well, he cannot grab e4, like knight takes, bishop g7, king g7, knight e4, knight e4, queen d4, check, and that's a piece. Wow. Why does that work? Knight f6 is the queen. Okay, yeah, that's probably not a game I should upload. Or maybe just get a rematch. I don't know, it was such a short game. So we're going to play a second game. Why not? And see what happens here. So a3, that's early. Yeah, a6 is something that what can I do? I mean, let's check this a little bit. Can I do something else entirely? Yeah, I think a6 is fine. If he does that, I'm not really sure if I should flick in bishop d4 in this position. And kind of tempt his rook into a2. I don't think so. Just go back to a7 first and see what he's doing. It's amazingly hot, really. My office especially. Okay, so d6. So, let's see. Probably just developing is good. That was quickly played. Usually you want to prevent black from playing d6 to d5 in such a position. Is there any drawback? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, after c takes, knight takes, that looks pretty much forced, I don't think. Yeah. Nah, c4 is hanging after all. It looks a little bit weird to not take on d5. So c takes, knight takes. Maybe I kind of have a déjà vu kind of feeling, like I had that on the board in some earlier game. And I liked it initially, and then I didn't like it so much. I mean, you could argue that the d3 pawn should be somewhat weak as the bishop is on g2, but it's not easy to get some play, and it's not clear what my bishop a7 is doing here. I'm a little bit irritated that he doesn't take on d5 immediately, because, yeah, well, what else? I'm not really certain what else White could do here. c4 is hanging, so I mean you have queen to b3 maybe, but I can even take on c4 and play b5 probably against that. Yeah, why not? That should work. So c5, yeah, okay, so he takes at the end. c5, but also a bit of a strange strange move. c5 would have been okay. Let's save a bit of time and castle. I mean, save a bit of time so that I don't invest lots of time and then I play the normal move anyway. Aha, so it seems like he wants to be able to play bishop to h1 in case of bishop h3. Yeah, but I have another simple question to ask. If I'm playing this and play rook d8, how is he dealing with the threat against the d3 pawn? That doesn't look all that easy. Maybe he can take with the bishop and then threaten bishop c6, bishop takes e5, winning the pawn. It looks a bit weird. I also have bishop d5 in that case. Okay, so he took with the knight. I am going rook d8. The question is, what rook? Rook f d8 or rook a d8? And what is White's reply after rook d8? I'm threatening, I think I'm threatening to take it. I don't see anything great for White, I have to say. I mean, bishop f1 doesn't look good. I mean, maybe he can allow me to take and just play on my structure. That's possible. Yeah, I think I'll do this. I'm really uncertain. Yeah? Here, the decision between rook a d8 and rook f d8, you can invest lots of time for this kind of decision, but it's often best just to go with your gut feeling and don't really invest all that much time in such a rapid game scenario. Yeah, what I wonder is if he somehow can just give the pawn for some sort of compensation. Don't exactly see how, but yeah, he has no mechanical way to cover it. The only, I mean, okay, bishop to f1. Maybe this is better than it looks. I mean, it looks pretty bad, but what am I doing against it? Not completely self-evident what my replies. Going for some activity definitely makes some sense. Okay, I can move the knight, but that looks strange. I can knight a5 or take a6. That doesn't really make any sense. I think taking must be correct. Yeah, and now this is interesting. I can take d3, but at the end c7 is hanging, which is mighty annoying. So the most obvious move is this one, covering c7, still attacking d3. And there are also maybe some discovered attacks on the knight possible. Yeah. Am I just threatening to take the pawn? I think I do. I'm just threatening to take it. Okay, so he's opening this up. Okay, I can move the knight to a5. And just grabbing d4 is not bad, yeah. Pawn takes, knight takes, knight takes. I can always at the end play bishop d5 and be better. If I'm winning this or if I have winning chances is not clear. Any other options? Bishop c4 is a move. A takes, knight takes, knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes, queen takes. Yeah, it is better for black. Let's do it. Keep it simple. Maybe I had something better. Like knight a5, but yeah, just a4. I don't think this would have netted me all that much. Okay. Yeah, bishop takes looks like the normal move. Or is there something else that I overlook here, like c5, for example? But that doesn't do much. Now you should take with the bishop. After e takes d4, he just has a pretty awful bishop on b2, so he should be happy to trade it. So bishop takes, yeah, I think I'm going to take. And now I expect queen takes. If I take a couple of times on d4, you can take b7. And this ending should be... I'm not sure if it should be better. Yeah, so this. And now bishop d5 was my idea. It's probably really just a draw, yeah, all this. A draw is a little bit on the disappointing side. Yeah, bishop d5 takes rook b1. b6, rook c1. Nah, that is not enough. Okay, I have to keep a little bit more stuff on the board. So cover b7. Okay, now here we have to be a little bit precise if possible. Yeah, maybe this is a move. Preparing rook a4. I also have some back rank issues. Okay, bring the king towards the center. I'll be back in a second, actually. Much time. h4. Okay, so let's get the king into the game. The king would be really nice on c7. Cover the pawns. I had to get some water. Bishop f3. So, okay, so my king now is covering this, and the idea is rook a4. Winning stuff. Winning the d-pawn. So he moves this one forward, and now here for rook a8. So let's see if he can keep the material here in this position. Will not be all that easy. Rook d3. There's also b5 in this position. Yeah, he played this h4 and so on, and it didn't really help in the defense. I mean, I'm not sure if he had something great in order to strengthen his defense, but what he did didn't help. Yeah, so what is he doing? Rook d3 maybe. And then bishop c4 is a problem. Yeah, it's extremely helpful that my king is on c7. It defends the b7 weakness, and in many endings the king is ready to go towards those targets. Okay, the other player may have left the game. Claim victory, call draw. Yeah, maybe he just left the game. Yeah, but we had a nice conversation. I mean, maybe he's coming back. I can definitely wait for a moment. But you never know. I mean, in some of those cases, people don't even play from home, but play from their mobile phones or tablets or whatnot, and it might happen that they just lose connection. Yeah, I think I'll wait for a little bit, but I mean, I cannot wait the whole 4 minutes. It would be a little bit lame. Maybe I'll wait until he's down to 3 or something, but it looks like he's not coming back. Ah, no, he's back. Okay, so good that I waited. Let's undraw. So rook a3 played. So rook here, yeah. Rook a8, rook a1. I go b5. He's going to shift his focus towards he said, I'm sorry, my internet is cutting off. Okay. I wonder if bishop d5 now is a good move or not. Maybe I can play here. He will go rook a1. My idea is rook a6, b6, b4. And then he should drop one of the pawns. Ah, okay, so he's not covering, he's going for the counter play. Okay, in this case I probably have to play bishop d5. The idea is now to play back to a5. Yeah, then he has d5. My idea is to play back to a5, and then see, and then play with the b5 idea. But I'm just recognizing when he has to cover the a pawn somehow. Maybe rook c4. No. I still have rook a5. Rook a5. I wonder about rook e1 actually, if this is something. King D. Oh no, that's a mouse slip. I hope that he takes this, and it's a hey. What's going on here? What is that? I have a weird delay here. Yeah, maybe my computer is actually overheating or something. It's extremely hot, and I had this on more than 100 degrees yesterday, the CPU temperature. Something like rook a1, I have b5. This is pretty straightforward. d5, I will take the a4 pawn. Rook e1, I'll play king d6. Maybe he gets the, then switching back to the b pawn is good. Yeah, but here isn't b5 just winning stuff? What is that? Oh. Oh, and he resigned. Okay. I have to take the door also, so I'm going to stop the video, pause the video just briefly. Is it resumed? Yeah, I think it is. So let's have a look now at this game. Yeah, it took a while. We had the where is it? Computer analysis. I have to click here and then see what happens. Yeah, I totally forgot. It's Thursday here when I record this, and we have a sale of goods right from the farms nearby, and they come every 2 weeks to sell yeah, vegetables and stuff directly from the nearby farms. So it's pretty nice, and I usually buy some stuff. That's what I had to do. They were at the door. So we had the English opening here, and he went a3. Yeah, I think a6, it's not the only move, of course, but yeah, here I can insert this one, and basically, yeah, I can giving him this extra move. The question is, does it really help or not? Yeah, for me, in some cases, like after d6, bishop e6, that could be an idea. Yeah, like in the game, the rook maybe would have been vulnerable. Okay, let's have a look. I hope the hissing is not too bad. That's my computer. I have the engine running, and it's so hot that the computer is probably overheating. Okay, so probably make it quick. d5. Oh, and interesting, the engine gives d4. That's a move I did not consider at all. It makes perfect sense. Very interesting. I cannot take because then d5 is killing me, and not easy. That was good. Maybe this is what he thought about. He took a while when he took on d5, and I didn't spot this idea, but it makes sense. Interesting. I wonder what I would have done here. It's not easy to say. I mean, I don't really have a great move. Oops. Sorry, that was screwing this up. So d4. Because this is not good, I think, because I'm opening this up. So taking is probably not that great. Oh, it's funny. That's a funny line. That the engine is giving this. Not as sufficient, but funny. It only gives white a slight advantage. Okay, I mean, I have some active pieces, yeah. The main line is this. F4. knight d5 with equality, which is a really funny way to assess a position where one side is a rook down, but knight f2 is a strong threat. Yeah, d4 was good, yeah, for white. I mean, maybe not an advantage, I don't know, probably an advantage, but it's clearly better than this. I mean, here I think I'm reasonably comfortable. This is all kind of normal. And now rook c1. Yeah, I suspected as much that white probably can sack the pawn for some activity. This doesn't look all that great. And now d4. Yeah, knight a5 was stronger. I didn't. Ah, that's stupid. Oh, no. You know, I somehow did not see this, which is not difficult. Yeah, now I'm, of course, clearly better. Very clearly better. Okay, now after e takes, my advantage really dwindles down to the point where the computer actually thinks it's equal. This is maybe true, yeah, objectively or like mathematically speaking, but white still has to be precise because he's got the two weaknesses and me not so much. Yeah, as I mentioned, this is a bit slow. Okay, rook a4 was better. Yeah, I like this idea to get the king into some spot where it does something, and here I'm actually better, yeah, clearly better. Best move was rook d8, just back. Yeah, here if he plays rook e1, he's okay, I think. King here, rook b1, as I mentioned, yeah, that's also the engine line. He's just basically counter-attacking, and I probably cannot win a pawn. And here he stumbled into b5, after which he resigned. Yeah, probably it is close to a win, as the d4 pawn remains weak. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this double feature video. Thanks for watching.